Hello, and welcome to New Show Plus, our community voted show we do every week. We create or continue a show. Last week we kicked off a full playthrough of Mind's Eye that was canceled by the community, so now we are doing gaming cohort Venn diagrams, finding the crossovers of our cohort's tastes. We've got Janet Garcia here.
Hello.
And Jeffem Marchiafava.
It's me. Back-to-back weeks for me.
Yes, wow. I hope you bring a little more of a positive energy to this one.
Yeah, sorry.
Once again, the community votes on this. Backstage Pass patrons, $10 tier or above. This week, it was a difference of like 6 votes. For me and Ben Hansen going outside and interviewing people about the Switch 2, which some people were shocked that didn't sweep the poll, but a few more patrons would have done it. So votes are making a difference in these tight polls full of great options. So we hope to see you there. I started with the most basic imaginable Janet Jeffem crossover, Horizon.
Yeah, looks good. I think it's put a stamp on it. It's
you really
done.
captured our essence. Yeah.
Great. But I'm curious because you both do like far different genres of games than that typically. Jeffem, what's an example of like a dicey card game you like?
Ooh.
That Janet does it. Because here's the other thing is, are we going to go only games that you've both tried and only one of you like, or are we good going one of you tried it and loved it, the other one knows it's not for them?
I think that's fine.
Okay.
I think that's fine, yeah. Because how many games we both played
together? If it was
together?
a complete
12,
question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Balatro.
Oh, I like Balatro.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Put it in the middle.
Put Balatro in the middle. Yeah, put it in the middle.
Doink.
And then at a certain point, I think we'll have to unpack. We'll have to figure out why do we like the games that are in the center, and what does that?
Yeah.
What connection do we really have?
Yeah.
Because it's not just that we like Horizon and Balatro. It's like deeper than that, and only through finding that could we make this like kind of infinite or whatever. You need something less popular, Jeffem, for the card rogue dice vibes.
Yeah. Groffles Waffles is saying Dicemancer, and that's probably a.
Yeah, though I do want to try Dicemancer.
Do
you have something even deeper?
Yeah.
Like, do you have? I don't know.
Like
card dice palooza. Yeah, give me something that I haven't even almost heard of, and when I hear it, I recoil.
Something like 9 Kings.
Nubby, 9 Kings.
Nubby's Number Factory.
Nubby's Number Factory is disgusting. I don't even like the way it looks, but.
You put that other one in there. What was the other one you named? I think that feels more isolating.
9 Kings?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
What is that?
It's another kind of roguelike game, but it's an auto battler. So essentially your cards are little armies that you're putting out, and they're automatically
put it in there. Put it in there.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
But that sounds like something that I wouldn't even try, I think. So I think that seems good.
Okay, one for Janet then.
Chat point out Life is Strange. Is that fair, Jeffem? Are you? Do you hate teen girls?
No, I'm not a hater. I haven't played a lot of those kind of narrative story episodic games since the Telltale days.
Mm-hmm.
I think that counts then.
I think it's fair, yeah, because you guys have talked highly about them, and I still haven't been bothered to check them out.
Well, I think here's the question: is there of games I like, which we got like narrative games, word games, platformers, probably a couple other genres if I think about it a little more deeply. Of those kind of like Janet hitting genres, is there a genre where you're like yuck, like?
Your Jack and the like.
Yeah, what's your 9 Kings genre?
No, I don't dislike. Oh, people are saying sports.
I do like EAFC, but that's the only sports game I play. So it's like we could still put it in there, but.
And you're about to play.
Honestly, every time you talk about sports games, it kind of makes me want to play one of them because I haven't for so many years.
That's just because you're nice. Put EAFC in there. We all know Jeff doesn't want it. We all know Jeff does not get right EAFC. Let's put EAFC there. Yeah. Life is Strange, EAFC, the two genders. So we got a good pairing here.
Yep. I hope we can find really polarizing ones that are really far off from the other person's taste.
Jeff, can you pull up your?
I like Elden Ring.
There you go.
Put that in there. You can put that in there. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to see if I have my OG like 210, like our last 210s. I think there's probably stuff in the bottom of that where it's like, oh, we were just naming games kind of vibe.
Yes, totally.
Oh, a game I like that Jeff, I can't imagine you care about at all. Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed. That's gotta be like yucks for you. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Gotta fit this in there smoothly. Don't want it to take up too much space.
Yeah, it's a super long name.
I like puzzle games, Janet.
Okay.
If you hate puzzles,
you gotta go real puzzly. No environmental puzzle. Give me a real puzzle. Yes, shade to the environmental puzzle community.
Did you dislike Lorelei and the Laser Eyes?
Yeah. Put that thing in there. Yeah, okay. Put that thing over there.
That's good.
Far away from me. I could not play this game. Yeah, Cocoon is easy. I fear. And it's an environmental puzzle game, which is why I like that, because I can look at a space and manipulate objects. But when they're like, do you want to have a think? No, I don't want to have a think. And I can't have a think. And now I'm turning the game off.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
For trying.
Okay, overlap. I guess, are there more obvious, is there other obvious answers we can put in the center?
Astrobot? Sitmonchan? Both like Astrobot?
Yeah, I mean, everyone likes Astrobot, right? Like almost everyone like on Earth, which I guess I us, right?
I feel like I was cast in a contrarian role for that one because I don't think it made my top 10, but I liked what I played.
Don't put it in there. Don't put it in there.
It was just yeah.
Do we both like Picross?
It beat Balatro and UFO 50, and that just hurt my heart. You could probably put UFO 50 on my side too. That's a game for old people.
It.
Or did you?
I like it, but I don't love it. Don't put it in the center. But it's not like I don't dislike it enough to put it on your circle, but I don't like it enough to claim it for our circle.
Right on.
Okay.
People were saying Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
Were you a Baldur's Gate 3? Okay. We can put that in the center.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. I love that one. And Starfield for Jeffem.
Oh yeah, great.
That's great.
Great other end of the thing.
Wow. Chat is being so helpful. They remember us so much more than we remember ourselves. Starfield is a great one.
Chat says Jeffem has great taste. Well, in my defense, we just started naming games I liked. We didn't name best games I liked. Okay, I could name better games. These are just, when you think of my essence, unfortunately, this is what we think of, and that
and
I just gotta live with that.
Doesn't say anything about you.
It doesn't say anything about me at all. Yeah, I don't like the Wii. So did you love some Wii games? Did you love? But I also can't speak that much to the Wii's library. Like I liked Mario Galaxy, and I played that on the Switch.
Yeah. Wii Sports is kind of
but like I guess who cares about Wii Sports at this point, though? You know.
Yeah.
But you don't have beef with it.
Celeste. How do you feel about Celeste, Jeffem? You're Celeste.
Celeste is fine.
Okay. I think we both like Breath of the Wild? No, you hate Breath of the Wild, right?
I hated Breath of the Wild. I loved Tears of the Kingdom.
I said. Okay.
Hate is strong for Breath of the Wild. That was another like everybody's talking about this like it's the best game in the world, and that's just dumb. So
I do feel like though when you're talking about Breath of the Wild, I feel the hate emanating off of you though. So I do think this goes to my side.
Yeah,
it's about more than words.
For the sake of the circle, we're using hate to mean belongs in the other person's circle. Not that we hate the game.
That's your thing.
Yes, but like I push the game onto you. So yeah, I could put Breath of the Wild onto me.
I
and then it'll show that I can like a good game. That also is, I think, a good reason to have it in there.
I like having Breath of the Wild on your side, but Tears of the Kingdom in the middle.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I think that says a lot.
Wow, writing out the whole name. I would just did Todd K.
Sorry.
I didn't try Pentiment.
I didn't either.
So I can't really.
So we need another circle of neither of us could be bothered.
Unknowns. Yeah, put on the outside of the whole thing. It doesn't have to be in a circle; it could just be floating in the abyss. But that also might make it harder to make a third if you go for a third. Okay, I think
we got it.
A last check into the overlap before I think digging into the games of the overlap and what the games represent. Oh yeah, how do people feel about Fortnite?
Yeah.
You can put that on your side. I think
though actually don't put it on there.
Okay.
I like Fortnite a lot, but I think we're trying to when we look at the circles, we need to be able to grab an essence. And I think Fortnite is more of an outlier in my taste than a representation of my taste. Even though I do like it. God of War, says chat.
It was okay. I didn't finish it.
I'm being God of War on my side.
Okay.
Wait, are we just talking all of God of War? Are we talking about the old ones, the new ones? I like all of them.
I assume the new ones.
Yeah. Cool.
Great.
Let's see. Overcooked. Yeah, it's a good pull for me. Jeff, are you Overcooked?
I love Overcooked.
Oh, great. Put it in the middle.
Yeah,
that's great. Why haven't we played Overcooked together?
I don't know.
I guess this is just a secret way to gain content for the future. I think it's actually the task of this one. Oh yeah, people brought up Cyberpunk and Avowed. I didn't like either of those. I don't know if you're. If you claim
you can put them both
like
on
both
my side.
Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern form on the Jevem Circle. These RPGs.
Yeah, I mean, you could put 1,000 deck builders on my side too. I don't know that we need to go through all of them.
Sure, yeah.
But
yeah, Avowed and Cyberpunk are weirdly the same thing, and Starfield. It's like big RPG.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to see the patterns.
Do we both like Blueprints? I don't remember what you thought of Blueprints. I feel like I haven't been on the podcast with you, Jeff. I'm missing like the whole year.
Janet, how do you like Blueprints if you don't like puzzle games that make you think?
Because it's mostly, it leans on environment. I will say I haven't beaten Blueprints yet, but you can put Blueprints in the middle. I would say I like that game. I think even if I was incapable of finishing it, I would still say I liked it.
Me too.
I haven't gone to the chamber yet, but yeah.
What do you think of Marvel's Midnight Suns?
I didn't play it.
Okay.
And you don't think you would?
Oberdin didn't play it. I could see myself trying it. I haven't played like that many turn-based games in my life, so it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's one of the ones that's on the pile. I probably would get to that one everyone is obsessed with before I do that one, because I've been meaning to play that. What is it? It's the only one anyone ever names for a turn-based tactics game. It's like pretty old.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, obviously. XCOM, thank you. XCOM.
Oh, XCOM.
There's probably XCOM before. Though also I hear good things about that Final Fantasy Tactics game, so we'll see. Okay, of the center, what's at the heart here? I feel like there's a world to get lost in, perhaps, in Horizon and Baldur's Gate 3. And Horizon's a small world, but I really liked doing everything in that game. Could that be? I
mean, Horizon's not that small of a world. It was a big open world game.
I think it's small compared to like Baldur's Gate, or like even like Tears or something like that. It's like a for open world standards. It's
you're
like
comparing it to like the biggest open world games, but it was, you know, on par with a lot of open world games. I feel like. Well,
I feel like it's the size of like, I guess, funnily enough, Sony's other open world, like Ghost, but it's not as big as like even Far Cry and stuff like that. So that's why I think of it as like.
What makes it different than Breath of the Wild and God of War, and different than Starfield and Elden Ring and Avowed?
That's a great question.
The robots. And the fact that they're mostly animals and the bow work, I think. The simplistic bow work. And like it's like very simplified Horizon. And I think that's part of what I like about it. Like I feel like I can do everything and engage with everything without having to dedicate my entire life to it.
Yeah, I would say that the like Horizon especially and Baldur's Gate, like the open world games on my side of the list have a lot of Jeff-em bullshit in terms of like picking up a lot of random stuff in like hoarding stuff in order to sell it for money that like I'm probably not going to use. Like it's a lot of like that granular level of crap that I can't defend liking, but I just do. So
right.
So it's lean. But I guess what's with Baldur's Gate 3 then? Because that's not a gather crap and sell it game, but it is a
complex,
large game. What I like about Baldur's Gate 3 is the writing. Like everything is interesting. I was gonna say,
is it the stories that are doing it for you? Horizon's story?
I do like Horizon's story. I like both the gameplay and the story. I wouldn't say it's like narrative of the year or anything. I'm kind of like, I wouldn't say I'm embarrassed I like Horizon's story, but like I get that it's like not exactly like the greatest story ever. But I find it entertaining. And I think it's like better the world. Than a lot of other like I'm down for it. I just wouldn't I wouldn't list it as like best narrative in almost any year, but I do like it.
Sure.
But is that really the difference maker? Or is it that it like feels a lot better to play than Starfield did to you or Avowed did to you?
Oh yeah, I think it feels like way better to play. Like Starfield, Avowed, and even Cyberpunk, even though like, Cyberpunk is a little faster because it has guns, but like I know about you can have like a magic gun, whatever. Say Starfield, you have guns. I guess you have guns in all these games. One's just a magical gun.
Yeah, thank God.
Starfield, Avowed, and Cyberpunk, they all feel really slow to me, and it feels like you have to go really far to get like the next beat in the world, and the stuff happening in between feels really uninteresting to me. While like in Horizon and Baldur's Gate, I feel like there's things for me to do along the way. In Horizon, it's just hunting more things. And in Baldur's Gate, it's pulling on everything to see, okay, what fun narrative thing might I get? Maybe I get a new party member. Maybe I just get a new ability.
Every 5 feet, you're running into like actual content that is entertaining.
The nonstop content, I think, versus like Starfield, Avowed, and to a degree Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is I didn't finish. Avowed I didn't finish either, but I got farther than I did in Cyberpunk. They feel like slow, and like something about the cutscenes, they feel very detached. It's that like Zoom eye contact. I don't
it's
hate
janky
Zoom
and antiquated.
Contact.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
But I don't think the middle is like we love non-Zoom eye contact. You know what I mean? So I'm not Jeff, I'm curious, what about Horizon and Baldur's Gate speak to you that's maybe slightly different than your other RPGs?
Yeah, I think it's mostly still, I mean, it's the other thing that I like about open world games, which is the like wander around and discover stuff. And it's just they cut out a lot of the bullshit that I still like doing in the other ones, but that's not a detractor for me to not like those games because of that.
Oh, real quick, another one.
Like chat.
Just a Kerbal Space Program for your side.
Oh no. Let's not, just because. Well, I didn't play a lot of the first one. I probably would have liked that one more. And the second one was buggy, and like I spent hours trying to figure out why I wasn't getting to the place I was supposed to, thinking I wasn't understanding the literal rocket science that I was learning, and it turned out no, it was because bugs happen if you fast forward time. It like loses your trajectory in an idiotic way. So I can't endorse that.
Okay.
Red Dead 2.
You also mentioned Dwarf. Yeah, Red Dead 2. You could put that on your side. I wasn't that into Red Dead 2.
Okay.
Red Dead 2 was too simmy. And I know people are like, you can mod that out. Well, then I'm just playing a different game. I play the games the developers give me, not the games that somebody online bastardizes. Yeah, like I don't want to play your bastardized Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 is cool. It has like one of the best drunk scenes in a game, but I hated that if you sneeze, the town is after you. Well, I couldn't handle that.
Mm-hmm.
It was
That'd
be a
good mod, actually.
Intense. Yeah, probably.
Before Red Dead 2 got on here, I would almost say it's like polish most to least from left to right.
Yeah.
Janet, most polish.
Yeah.
Agreed on a medium, great amount of polish. Jeffem is fine with a little less polish. But Red Dead 2, I think for all its flaws and divisiveness, is very polished.
Yeah. Probably too polished.
Mm-hmm. So it does seem to be more about
Red Dead 2.
Systems, I guess.
Yeah. Tears is a very systemsy game.
Mm-hmm. The sweet spot of complexity in the middle. I guess.
Overcooked's also kind of a funky one in there. Though I do think of it as like one of the tightest of the wonky physics games. Like I actually don't like most of those games, but I really like Overcooked. I think it's the only one that is made in a way where I feel like it feels good. And the other ones just feel like, isn't it funny that you can't control yourself? And I'm like, no, actually.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like the point of Overcooked.
Yeah.
Like you can actually control pretty well if it's more just like the chaos of trying to coordinate with co-op, which is probably more of the connector. You like co-op games, I assume?
Yeah.
And I do like platformers, so I'm sure there's more overlap in the middle that we haven't touched on with,
Mario 64. Do you like Mario 64 like that?
Yeah.
Your voice went up into a lying octave. So
no, it's I mean, I like the old 2D ones more just because that's what I grew up on nostalgia wise. But like 64 was, my first 3D platformer, and I played a ton of it and enjoyed it.
I guess what is your number one Mario love?
Probably Super Mario World.
You put Super Mario World in there over 64 then. I think I like almost all of the Mario games.
I would love if there's one only Jeffem liked and one only you liked. We could have a Mario in each category.
Yeah, I really loved 6 Golden Coins is one of my favorite Mario games of all time. I don't know if...
Which one was that? Was that Game Boy?
Yeah. Yeah, it was Game Boy, I think. Yeah, I don't think it was GBA. So yeah, it was Game Boy. It was the one where he could have the bunny ears. And Wario took over the castle, and the M, flipped to a W, and you needed the 6 golden coins to open the castle. And if you got a game over, the coins would go back to their bosses. And it was very short.
So it was Super Mario Land 2. I was thinking Super Mario Land 1. I don't know if I think I did play it. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's a good one. I enjoy that one.
Okay. The only ones I don't like are the modern 2D ones. Like the one that had that Van Gogh level, I thought was very whatever. And I wasn't into Wonder very much either.
I did enjoy Wonder, but mostly because it reminded me of the old 2D ones.
Sure.
Maybe we don't have a Mario in each circle.
Yeah.
I think Mario's too similar. He's too similar. He's kind of always doing his thing, It's like, how badly can you do that? It's the worst Mario game is still better than a lot of other games, which is kind of crazy, but at least to me, at least.
What do we think about getting me in here?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's mess this whole.
You can just put your circle to the side, Leo, because
no, we can just fill it with
Leo games.
We can find some. The only thing I'm thinking about is how much do I like Hitman? I do like Hitman. I played 3. I like 3. You push people into the wine thing.
I set a high bar for what liking Hitman looks like.
You do.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I
used to be the Hitman person at Game Informer for years until you showed up, and then you just stole that right out from under me.
Wow.
Well, you left it wide open with your review.
I did. I disliked the newer ones more, but that was when they were drip feeding content. I really like it now that it's buying Hitman means you get 3 seasons worth of missions and all the different locations and stuff. That's great.
Right. I'm adapting things now to find our triple crossovers. Breath of the Wild can be a crossover between me and Janet. But that might be about it. Ooh.
I do like Hitman, but how much? Again, I get confused on what. I get confused on what. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what would liking Hitman compared to Leo look like? I feel like compared to Leo, I hate Hitman, which is so weird because I really like that game.
Big fan.
Yeah, we can't live up to. We can't.
I think he likes Hitman so much.
The bar can't be that we love it something as much as Leo.
Yeah. It kind of feels that way, though.
Oh, and Pentiment can come to me now. I love Pentiment.
Oh, that's great.
Nice. I guess we can put Hitman there. Who doesn't like Hitman? I mean, it's like a pretty good game.
I think a lot of people don't like Hitman.
Why? You can do anything.
I know.
It tells you what
preaching
to do.
To the choir, but
now that they tell you what, like, they're like, hey, are you you know, the negative me would say, are you too dumb? But the neutral me would say, would you like some additional assistance on how to do stuff? Like, them having the handholds in there, I think really makes it like very accessible, where it's like, okay, well, if you get stuck, you can always just kind of like go through a sort of a pre-laid out plan. But yeah, I think if a new Hitman came out, I'd be playing it. So
right.
Are you just proactively putting rematches?
I'm putting rematch as the crossover between me and Janet because I think that's. I just want that as you going from EAFC to crossover with my games. Yeah. I feel like rematch is EAFC coming into my world. The
Leo, we can also put we can put what is it? Keep Driving in there.
Yes, totally. Love Keep Driving.
Jeff,
that's got to go in the middle though.
Oh, yeah, great.
I enjoyed that one a lot too.
Oh, yay! Okay, great.
Yay.
See, we all have the same taste.
That's right.
Did any of you like Sifu? On the rematch?
I didn't.
Perfect.
No,
I didn't.
Wow, this is such great news in this context. This is a fun type of gaming conversation to have.
Yeah, it was too hard.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to get this good at a game. I'm okay.
Rather than letting it change your whole perception of what you want in life in terms of getting good.
I was like, I don't want that.
Shogun Showdown, did you play that, Janet?
No, and I don't think I ever would. It's like great. Just even hearing the name.
Yes. That's Leo Jeffum, baby. There it goes.
I did try to think about playing it because I do think I have it on my Steam thing. So I was like, oh, this is on. It was like part of that big, like, we record in 2 weeks.
Everything.
Here's every game I love. And I was like, oh, I'm not getting to all these. But I grabbed a lot of them.
I think there's a world where you're surprised how much you like it. Just because I think it is that good, but who knows. What else are freaky Leo games?
Rumbleverse. Chapter in there.
Yeah.
Siege, Tulsa says.
Fuser. That's a good one.
I just played Fuser again the other night with modded songs, and it's still the best. It's still better than any game of the year we've ever chosen by so far. It's crazy. We need
to do that content. Games that are better than every. I think we need to do an episode where we drag our own lists from before, because I'll look back on some of those lists, even ones that I helped with, and I was like, you know what? I don't know. I just be letting people say stuff.
I know what you mean. It's like when you're inside it, you get to the point where all the decisions make some sort of sense, but then
I'm like, what? I'm going to be just a jerk yourself. The whole time? You know? Like, I'm like, this is probably here because I chose the high road, actually.
Right.
Coming to find out it's like my game and stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I thought it was really good at the time. The finals,
yeah,
chat.
Kind of Siege adjacent, but I think that does represent something that I'm interested in out of the three of us.
Another adjacent one is Skin Deep. I feel like we're kind of getting back into just like more sim, but
did you ever try that, Jeff?
I haven't played it yet, but I would not put it on the list because I very well could like it.
I bet that'll be something you enjoy. Middle Earth Shadow of War?
I like that one.
Is it Jor Hello?
Mm-mm.
You don't like that one?
It's you and Jeff.
Okay.
I don't think so.
We also have Shadows of Doubt from Crowboy.
The name makes me feel icky. Maybe it's good though. This is purely based on my own ignorance, and I'm just leaning into it, saying, "Yep, I decided I don't like that game."
That is our entire career, Janet.
Yeah. I fear it's the whole thing.
Have you tried Shadow of Doubt?
Oh, yeah.
Or Shadows of Doubt?
No.
Okay, I'm putting Shadow of War / Doubt.
I don't even know that's a different game. You know what I mean? I'm like, is that like a different thing than the war?
Right.
How many shadows are there?
Yeah, it is.
Splatoon is pure Janet, I think. Yeah, am I alone on my Splatoon island? You can put Splatoon on my side.
Yeah.
I love Splatoon.
Great one.
Yeah, we could put Jack and Daxter on my list, I suppose. But does everyone else sort of? No, because Jeffem likes it. We played it for the Divas Dive. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't know if you put that in the. I don't know if you're lucky enough for it to be in the middle of us, though.
Yeah.
Prob's not. No.
Is there a platformer that's more like that? Does anybody like Sly Cooper besides me? Not quite
I do,
I mean, maybe.
but I just haven't finished it though. I'd be comfortable you putting that between you and me though, because I do like it. I feel confident that I like it. I don't bring it up a lot because I haven't finished it.
Sure. What about Ratchet and Clank?
Clank? Yeah, I like Ratchet and Clank.
Jeffa?
I don't dislike it, but I played some of the
doing
new
the
one.
This was nice. We should see each other again sometime. He's never calling you again. Like,
well, there's a lot of games I don't call again, Janet. That's a.
All right, Mr. Player. I get it. Yeah, but I get the sense that's one of them.
I liked what I played of the latest one. I didn't have a PlayStation or PlayStation 2, so that there's an era of those kind of games that I'm just ignorant to, but I don't actively dislike.
Sure. And where do we land on UFO 50? Did I just forget to add that, or is that not a crossover?
I don't feel like it's liked
it?
enough to be a crossover. I do like it though, but it's not.
It's not middle.
I'm
of all
not passionate enough
material.
for the middle now. I don't think so.
Yeah. We definitely have a gap in Leo Janet games. All we have right now is Rematch and Breath of the Wild. That can't be right.
Yeah. And one of those is just speculative. So it's
yeah, we could absolutely change.
Because I haven't started it. But I do think I'm gonna like it. I liked looking at it.
Yeah, but if you didn't like Sifu, I don't know. We'll see.
Put a question mark after it.
Yeah, sure.
So that we can fill out the board.
We need the space filled.
Yeah, we do need the space filled. There's gotta be games we both like.
There's gotta be.
And yet I sit here. Let me look at the 210s from the years. You usually get 1 or 2 games in there, Leo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I sure do. You're not playing the altars yet, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm probably gonna like that. I've been looking forward to it forever. We just didn't get enough codes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, I don't have time to play it. I didn't have enough time to steal the code from one of you. So I was like,
I don't have time to earn the money.
I'll come back later
to buy it.
Yeah.
Starting to regret only playing stupid stuff that only I like. What about Pacific Drive? Did you try that?
I didn't like that game. I did try it. I didn't like it.
Jeff?
Okay.
It was okay.
Okay.
Okay, Leo, what's the most normie game that you like? Because I feel like I play a lot of normie games. Like, if it has a poster advertising a pre-order on GameStop, I probably have played it. So, like, the most normie thing that you like.
My gut answer is Red Dead 2. I would also say Like a Dragon is pretty normie at this point.
Okay. We could put that in it. Do we all like a Dragon?
Yeah.
Why'd you sound sad saying it?
Because it's another one that I'm stealing from just the two of you, and it's going into the middle.
When what we need is more Leo Janet games.
If the point was to find Leo Janet,
right.
which is kind of interesting in its own right.
I mean, it still counts.
It seems like any games that Leo likes, that you two like, I also like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does seem like all the games in the middle right now are all the best games.
I guess it's true that if a game is popular, it might be good. Oh no.
If there's one deciding factor here.
It turns out more people liking a game can mean the game doesn't suck. I fear that there might be something there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correlation causation all over again? What do we have here? I'm having a hard time spotting the Leo games in the old 210s. Let's see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What would Leo have said? Leo, were you here in 2019? Were you here the whole time? I wasn't here in 2019, so I don't know.
No, my first year was 2020.
Okay.
Jeff should throw out
Final
more
Fantasy
stuff he
7.
hates and sees where it lands, says Glenn. Yeah, I think we should all be. I think maybe games we hate will help us build this list better.
Okay.
List games we hate.
Games I hate. Again, I hated Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, but I think that's not relevant for these 3 circles, I don't think.
Did you like that, Jeff?
Not the second one, no.
Dang it.
I hated. God, I gotta start hating more games. Everyone says I hate all these games. I can't think of any of them. Okay.
Vampire Survivors, where are we at on that?
I like that game a lot.
I
think that game's really cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Put that in the middle. It was fun. Have either of you played Goobies?
It just sounds made up.
Goobies.
Goobies. Go play it. This is not relevant to the list. It's a Vampire Survivors like, but you play with these little guys that look like they came out of a lava lamp. They're all made of goo. And like, it's not better than Vampire Survivors, but it's fun and it's good. You're not going to be mad at it. So don't finish it. Play it a couple minutes, throw it away. Who cares? What is it, $5? Ben will send you the money. I won't send you the money. Ben will send it to you. Okay.
More great suggestions from chat. How are we at on Death Stranding?
Ooh, I don't know yet. I
You
started it.
You started the first one recently.
I started the first one. The first one, yeah. I think I do not know yet what I think of it. It could go in any circle at this point.
Okay.
I can't claim it though. It's too early for me to claim it as liking it for sure. I didn't rock with Days Gone. I see that's on our 210s. Is there a Days Gone truther here that wants to step forth and claim this game?
It's probably on there. God, was that what year?
It was 2019.
2019.
Jeffum, it's a janky open world game. Is this you?
It is a janky open world game, and that is why I liked it.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know that. I'm not a big champion
you don't want it in your circle?
it.
You don't want it in your circle? That's okay.
I don't think I need it in my circle. No.
Okay.
It's not a.
Okay.
Kind of just mixing the two assignments of the hate and like. I really like the Ori games, like Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
If anyone hates that could go in my pile. Okay, no, you like to see. Okay, well, Jeffum, did you hate it?
I didn't hate it. No.
God damn it, Jeffum.
And I didn't even finish it.
Like
I'm just so desperate.
Damn.
Returnal.
I feel like when me and Leo are having fun and it's the same game, what game is that?
I would say Keep Driving,
I know you
but that's
feel it
unfortunately
when you're playing it. I know, that's already on there, yeah.
A 3-way crossover.
How do people feel about The Last of Us 2? I love The Last of Us 2.
I didn't like it, but I like the roguelike modes. I don't know what that means. I'll put it between you two.
I didn't play that mode.
That's confusing.
I didn't play that mode, Leo.
Did you play Jeffo?
No, I didn't.
Dang it.
Here's something that I kind of hate.
Its own entry. Yeah.
Rocket League.
Love Rocket League.
I know you do. Actually, no, I didn't know that, but I sensed you might.
I don't hate it, but that's a Leo ass game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you own that one.
And I'm glad we have Splatoon on here, so it's not just all the multiplayers and Overcooked and stuff. Yeah.
I do like typing games. I don't know if there's a quintessential like the typing game. Could throw like House of the Dead on there or something.
Typing of the Dead.
Typing of the Dead, yeah.
Hard not to like that.
Do you like Typing of the Dead?
Yeah. Jeffo?
Jeffo, do you like Typing of the Dead?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Jeffo.
Samir Clip says Pajama Sam. Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know him. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is.
And you hate him? You hate his blue pajama wearing ass?
He sounds like a platformer. Pajama Sam.
No, it's a point and click, kids. Putt Putt Goes to the Zoo style game.
I probably wouldn't like that. But now we're going into just what did you play in computer class? So speaking of that,
what did you play? Any Treasure Math Storm? Anybody hate Treasure Math Storm?
That was a different era of computer.
You didn't review it for Game Informer?
School computer games. No, Math Blaster. People are saying Number Crunchers was my generation, I think.
Sequel to Number Munchers.
Chat says Shrek 2 is a Leo and Janet game. Yes, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know, Leo,
but
did you like
Jeff
Shrek 2 or did you just play it?
I had an awesome time playing it.
I really liked the
and
game,
not just because we were
actually,
streaming it. And Jeffem would like it too. So,
damn.
Unfortunately, the Tomb Raider reboots.
I didn't play it enough to know what I think.
Yeah, they're okay.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Loved.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, Leo, I guess we just can't be friends anymore. I don't know what to tell you.
There's simply nothing to build a friendship on here.
No, what are we going to talk about? Breath of the Wild and part of Rematch?
What about survival games like Raft? Crap like that.
I don't know what that is. So I'm going to say yuck.
Yuck.
Did anyone like what's that game that it was really popular? Even Ben liked it. Where you were like making a house in the woods.
Valheim.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Y'all rocking over Valheim?
I never played it.
I didn't like it. Ugh.
Rollerdrome? I know, Leo, I know you cooled it by the end, but I think that's
I still liked it overall.
I didn't play it.
Yes.
And would you?
Okay, that's us.
Oh yeah, you guys can call that a you guys game.
Yay!
I don't think I care about that.
Also, I did tell you this at the time, Leo, but I also kind of cooled on it towards the end because everything you said was true. I hate when people are like, "This part isn't good," and then I get there and I'm like, "Damn, they were right." Still a great game, but yeah, it is a little like repetitive and kind of just like it wears a little thin at the end. Still really fun.
Super fun. Few hours.
Yeah. Didn't play Skate, so I don't know anything about Skate. Someone put a single racing game anywhere. I like Forza Horizon.
Jeffem, you
3.
too? Yeah. Because this is interesting. I think we could do racing games that cross over in interesting ways.
I think it was 3 that I really played mostly. Because it only goes up to 4, right? 4 was Mexico, 3 was like which one was Australia? That was the one I played the most.
Great question.
I think it was 3. We just put Horizon as a blanket though.
Where was it, man? I thought you two liked it too much for it to be just for me. Or is that
it was in the middle, right?
I think that's in the middle.
Okay.
I think that's a middle.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh yeah, 1,000 Times Resist.
I like
Leo, you had this in. Oh damn it, Jeff. God damn it, Jeff.
Dude.
Stop liking all the games Leo like.
Sorry.
Let us have one thing.
I guess the part of me that's like you is also like Jeffem.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the thing.
Parts works. Racing games, I like Burnout Revenge.
I haven't played it yet, but I think I would like it. I like those kinds of games.
Yeah, you
Which
would like it.
Burnout Revenge.
That's yeah, like I like Midnight Club.
Xbox 361.
And like old Need for Speed. And low-key that newer Need for Speed. Pretty good. I need to go back to that.
Right.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I think I do like it okay. Does everyone like Indica? I didn't. I didn't like Indica. Actually, yeah, I didn't like Indica.
I liked it.
I didn't
Jeff,
play it.
did you like it? Damn it, Jeff. It's funny because if Indica had like a slight change, it would be like what in my top 10 of the year. But as is, I'm like, this feels really bad to play. But wow, what a story.
If it was about a different religion.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It was too relatable as a
right.
ex-Catholic.
Too close to home. Immortality?
Hit too close to home. So did Starfield. It really hit me close to home.
Right.
Immortality I haven't gotten to yet. I think I would love it though. I love narrative,
so
FMVBS.
I want to play it again.
Yeah, that's a game that I needed to have played and I just happened to not, and I just got lazy. I was like, okay, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We all know I would have liked it, and I think that's almost as good as me playing it.
Yeah, except it's almost as bad as you playing it for this purpose of this list.
Yeah, that is true. Expedition 33?
I just started like it's.
I really like it.
Okay, yeah, we could maybe too early to put that in the center, but Her Story.
I like that.
I didn't play it.
I liked it. Could be in the overlap. The Though I will say the Janet Leo overlap is starting to become games that Jeff happened just to not have played, but probably would have liked.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sim overlaps. People threw out Dishonored and Deathloop. I love Deathloop and didn't play Dishonored, so can't comment.
I love them both.
I like both of them too. Yeah.
Okay.
I do feel like when we all three like a game, it's like the greatest game of all time. Because look at that overlap. These are really good games.
They're good.
My gosh. Sometimes Resist, Blueprints, Heaters in there.
But what's funny is like, and this is obviously me being like, overly dramatic about it. But then when I look at our individual circles, it's kind of mid. The vibes are a little middling. But if you go to the center, there's good games in there. Yeah. But the further you go out, which kind of makes sense, right? Like the further you go out, the more it gets kind of like, it gets a little strange. Obviously, right. I think that War's a weird game, but like, it's like, there's a lot of weirdo stuff out in the outer rings, which I think is fun.
Mine are pretty good, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Everyone else, Leo, now this doesn't apply to you.
Raffles says Stardew Valley.
I actually haven't really played very much of it, and I keep not getting into it. I wonder if I don't like it. I might not like this game.
I never make it past the first year, however many games I've started over the years, but I still feel like I like it. Yeah, I just have my fill of it.
I like the idea of it. I don't think I actually like it. Mm-hmm. It's time to admit that I don't like that game. I think maybe. I feel like if I played more of it, I would like it. But at the same time, why haven't I played more of it? Because I kind of don't like it. Ooh, I don't know. It's catch-22.
I'll go ahead and add it.
Are there more co-op games in the Janet Leo zone? I don't know. I think I named Jeff would have also liked. Like, I don't know if I forget what everyone's take on Split Fiction was.
Like it, I haven't finished it yet.
Okay, yeah, we all liked it, so it's just more center.
Just
Animal
more
Crossing?
Center.
New Horizons?
I like it.
Okay, no, it's more the center. Metroid Dread? I loved Metroid Dread. I just hated I hated myself at the end, but I loved the game.
Right.
I didn't play it, but I'm sure I would like it.
Okay.
Are we I don't know. Are we coming up on time? Are we putting more things?
We've got a few more minutes. Unless we have got a hard out that I don't know about,
yeah.
which is totally fine.
No.
Yeah, I feel like a few more entries and then we'll really find the patterns and really crack this thing. Titanfall 2.
I didn't play it, and I probably wouldn't like it. I don't want to shoot.
I liked it. It was fine.
You sound sad about it, though.
It's people talk about it like, oh, EA killed first-person shooters because they won't make a third one, and yet no one bought the second one, and I don't know.
Wow.
Because they launched it the same day as Battlefield 1. Remember that, Jeff? We like to hang our hats on that, us people in that category. That you speak of. That's something we like to bring up. Yeah.
Leo's just speaking for them. Clearly isn't part of the community, but just speaking on
Titan 2 Defender you can put in your circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just actually, at this point, it's not about liking the game. It's about liking defending the game.
And the other people who like it in the room have to be a fake fan.
Yeah.
Who haven't sworn
Mass Effect did not
allegiance.
play. Sims, funnily enough, didn't play. Chance of Sonar. I love that game. Is anyone a Chance of Sonar person?
I like it. I fell off with the stealth stuff, but I still think it's super cool.
Yeah, I will like it when I do play it.
Dungeons of Hinterberg, a classic touchstone.
Wasn't obsessed with it. I gotta be honest, but it's cool. It's one of those games where it's like, if I finished it, I'd be fine. But if I never finished it, I'd also be fine. So which one do you think I picked? I think you already know,
Right.
Puyo Puyo Tetris. I actually didn't really play a lot of Puyo Puyo Tetris. Also, Tetris, I feel like now we're just naming...
How about just Tetris? Just Tetris.
But that's so... everyone loves Tetris.
But imagine if one of us didn't like it. That'd be awesome.
We'll use this to find out who doesn't like Tetris of the team.
I only don't like it in the sense that Jeff doesn't like Titanfall 2, where it's like, okay, studies are coming out that it heals you from trauma playing Tetris right after. It's like, I bet a lot of great games do that. Tetris isn't the one most perfect thing in the world.
Fair enough.
But Tetris Effect.
Tetris might be the most perfect thing in the world. Yeah, I love that game. Tetris Effect.
Yeah.
Tetris is so perfect that can you make it better? If you can, they did. I don't know if it
They
actually.
did,
It's more
yeah.
different. It's more different, but it's also in a way kind of better. I don't know. Tetris Effect is incredible.
I love
It's
Tetris
a good
Effect,
game.
yeah.
I do too.
But they should do a study on if Hitman heals you from trauma, and I think you might be surprised by the results.
So you want these traumatized people being forced to play Hitman? That's what you.
I generally just
I
want to
can't get
force
them-
people to play Hitman. If they're
I can't get
traumatized,
them
you know,
to
great.
fall in the wine vat. Haven't these people been through enough, Leo? Jeez. Kirby? I love Kirby.
Kirby.
I didn't much care for the last Kirby game that came out.
Wow. I liked it a lot.
Because it was, yeah. I mean, it was very cute, and it was very cute.
We call Kirby a
yeah, you
Janet
thought it was
thing.
basic, yeah. Yeah, Kirby in the Forgotten
Yeah,
Land. You can just put that specifically. Because I don't think all
TFO.
Kirby. It's like, I've never seen anyone abbreviate that way, and I'm very uncomfortable in seeing it. I fear what I don't understand, and I'm scared of that. That's very
Right.
scary.
Valid. TFL.
Alan Wake
Off
2.
limits.
I did like Alan Wake 2. It's a little messy,
I
but
did
I do
too.
like it generally.
Yeah, that game's
Yeah,
awesome.
Great.
Yeah, that
great.
game rocks. Dang it.
Another 3. Another 3.
Uncharted? You think Uncharted's overrated, right, Janet?
Yeah, I think it's overrated. I don't know if I dislike it though. I
Can
don't want
you
to put it in my
please
circle though
dislike
either.
it?
So it's
Can
definitely
you
not in my
please
circle. So if you
make
guys
a
want to
stand?
claim it, if y'all want to claim
Our
it,
box
you
is
can, 'cause
full,
I
to
would,
be
I would
honest.
never, I would never claim it.
The only thing we need is
Yeah.
we could always do more solo stuff and me and Janet crossover. Otherwise, our boxes are full.
Yeah. Chad, this is your last time to figure out what only me and Leo like. Not Jeffem.
Not Jeff.
Only me and Leo. Not Jeffem. It's not all about Jeffem all the time, as much as you guys want it to be, and it's not.
There definitely have been times where I feel like, oh, great, Janet and I like this thing. That's exciting.
I know, but what
I
were
wouldn't
those
expect this
things?
crossover. But what were those things? Probably high on life.
And I guess secretly, yeah, definitely. I guess secretly, Jeffem was like in his house being like, I also
Me
like
too,
that thing. And we just didn't
guys.
notice. Yeah.
Talking to the podcast.
Chicory? Did you like Chicory?
Love Chicory.
Leo? Jeffem, did you hate Chicory?
No, I didn't. I
Damn
didn't.
it. What do you see in this stupid dog, Jeffem? I don't know. Yeah,
They
Jeffem
say,
started naming
say games you hate.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know.
Jeff isn't enough of a hater. HTBBB.
Hi-Fi Rush. I wasn't obsessed with Hi-Fi Rush, if I'm being honest. But it's because I've
I
never with
wasn't
them.
either.
It might just be a Leo joint. Well, Leo, you were a Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah,
one,
I
right?
liked it fine. I didn't beat it.
Okay.
I thought it was. I like it a lot conceptually.
What
I
about
like
Pokemon
looking at
games?
it.
Probably just me. I think that'd just be more on me. Cult of the Lamb? Did anyone love Cult of the Lamb? I love that game.
I liked it. I also fell off of it.
I fell off of it too.
Damn it.
Ubisoft stuff, says Samir. Like Immortals,
like
Phoenix
Immortals
Rising.
Phoenix.
Anything like that. Watch
No.
Dogs.
Never played
Like
Immortals.
those.
Didn't play much of Watch Dogs. Haven't played much of Ubisoft's games. Now I'm thinking about it. Rayman, anybody? Remember Rayman? It's really good.
I liked Rayman Legends. And the
Okay.
like.
Wait, Jeff, you did too, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, it was.
It's a.
I'm not gonna poo-poo that.
It's hard to not
Did
like
anyone
that
like-
game.
Okay. Sackboy: A Big Adventure.
Played 45 minutes. It was fine.
Which one was that?
Which one was
Sackboy
that?
had
How
a
could
big
we
adventure.
forget the launch year of the PS5? Okay, I think that was launch year. It's a multiplayer Sackboy game, and it like looks like Little Big Planet, but it's not Little Big Planet, and everyone hated it because it wasn't Little Big Planet, but it was actually pretty good. And if that game said Mario on it, it would have been on everyone's top 10 of the year.
Wow.
So
Love that.
That sounds like the kind of rant I would make, Janet.
maybe you love it then, actually.
I probably would.
Sunset
You're
Overdrive.
telling me Sackboy's not better than Mario Wonder? Shut up. Yes, I love Sunset Overdrive.
Jeffem?
Yeah, I like it too.
Dang it.
God damn.
I thought maybe you'd be like annoyed by it.
You can't pick. You
Yeah.
can't blame me. Now you're just naming
Jeffem's
open
like,
world
it's too
games.
cool.
No, it was like, I bet Janet likes that, and there's a chance Jeffem doesn't like that.
Yeah, maybe you thought it was obnoxious because it's a little
That motivated
obnoxious, but
me.
it's like just the right amount of
Yeah, it's
obnoxiousness.
okay.
that I-
Yeah. That game's
Helldivers 2,
awesome.
I like that game. I'm not obsessed, but I like it.
I liked it.
I liked
Yeah.
it. Sleeping Dogs?
Don't know about it. Don't know about
Yeah,
Crackdown.
Sleeping
Don't know about
Dogs is
Mirror's
good.
Edge. Don't know about the Order 1886.
Scrolling my Steam list. I'm in 2021 now. Animation Throwdown: The Quest for Cards, where Family Guy and Bob's Burgers.
And Jeffem would like. Writers Republic should be on Leo's list. Yeah, probably. I wish I liked Writers more because then it could be on both of our list.
Right. Marvel's Avengers.
I had one good afternoon, and that was it. No. Mm-mm.
Wow.
I did beat it though.
Yeah, I don't really care for that one either.
For work.
So that would have been.
Right.
I could pretend I liked it. Guardians of the Galaxy, I didn't like it. The gameplay was boring.
Wildermyth. That's
I didn't really care for it either, Janet. We need a dislike Venn diagram too.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Maybe if we finish all of the
if we add
cohorts,
everyone, yeah,
then I think we go into the hate, which I think that'd be really fun.
Zone Venn diagram.
Spiritfarer, says Crowboy.
Super Hot VR. I did really like what I played, but I only played it for one session. So I hesitate to put that on anything.
Splinter Cell, says Sidewinder. Anything
Never
in that
played
area?
Okay. They're okay.
Does anyone like a JRPG that no one else likes? I don't know. Probably not.
Not my bag.
Yeah. It's like as a Kelsey joint.
Crayola Scoot.
Is this just who we are?
This might just be who we are. We might just not find it anymore.
You mean Rollerdrome, baby. I'm going to play the hell out of Rematch, Leo, and we're going to add another thing to this circle.
Okay, I'll read this off one more time for our audio listeners, which you do get access to shows like this that fit in the audio feed at the $5 tier or above. You get tons of bonus shows and new show pluses that work in audio. You get them in the bonus audio feed. And that's something I for sure should have said an hour ago. In Janet's list, we have Life is Strange, EAFC, God of War, Splatoon, Kirby and TFL, and Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed. In Jeffem's, we have Nine Kings, Elden Ring, Starfield, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
You stole all mine, Leo.
I kind of did.
I had a bunch more, and they all went into
the crossover
our shared category. Yeah.
Mine are Fuser, Rocket League, Sifu, Rumbleverse, The Finals, Titanfall 2, Siege, and Pentiment. Crossover between me and Janet is a humble Rollerdrome and Breath of the Wild. Crossover between Janet and Jeffem is Forza Horizon, The Last of Us 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Super Mario World, Horizon, Jak and Daxter, Vampire Survivors. Crossover between Jeffem and me is Stardew Valley, Shadow of War and Shadow of Doubt, Shogun Showdown, Cyberpunk 2077, Red Dead 2, and Avowed. And the crossover between all three of us is Keep Driving, Tears of the Kingdom, Balatro, Hitman, Overcooked, Like a Dragon series, 1000 Times Resist, and Blueprints.
The middle's really strong.
The middle's super strong.
If you put all three of us together, you have one person that has good taste. If you just kind of bundle us together.
You got somebody that nobody's gonna have problems with.
No one could be mad at.
List their favorite games.
You couldn't hate us. We're everybody.
Right. That's crowdsourced.
You know? Yeah.
So what are we seeing here? What are the patterns?
Individually, we're sick, and together we are strong.
We dilute each other out.
Yeah.
It's almost like Janet's the slickest, Jeffem's the smartest, I'm the weirdest / dumbest.
Stylish? I would say style underscores your games, Leo. Systems and style. Because they're about like moving in elite or interesting ways.
Leo, your games are about being good at games.
That is an interesting pattern.
My takeaway from it.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like, oh, I'm someone who's like, I play a game and I'm doing that. I'm really about that. And my games almost play themselves. we're really looking at that. And Jeffem, your games, you got to work. You're grinding. You're putting hours.
Getting lost in worlds.
Maybe, yeah.
You're toiling in your circle.
Yeah.
Nine Kings, Elden Ring. And you're like,
my list turned out weird because Leo took all the half normal games out of there. So now I'm just left with 3 freak ones and a little Lorelei.
The crossover between you and I are the games that are pretty smart, but not all the way to Lorelei or Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the crossover of the 3 are the like, there's enough smartness to be interesting. But they are also slick and they are also fun and weird.
Yeah, they're very dynamic. And then the crossover between me and Jeffem is, remember when games were fun? Like, other than Baldur's Gate 3, they're very like, and I guess you could argue The Last of Us 2 in a way because it's very like brooding, but those games are very like fun to play.
Yeah.
Like you're jumping, you're shooting stuff, number go up. Like the only like outliers really Baldur's Gate and a little bit of The Last of Us 2. If you want to throw in like the story part of Last of Us 2, but even the mechanics of Last of Us 2, it's like fun to be really violent. Like it's a fun game to like play, even though it's really dark. And then Forza Horizon Cargo Room plays pretty.
Right.
You know?
It definitely makes sense looking at it all laid out like this. I feel like it is.
Yeah.
It feels like a good list in that each crossover does feel like a combination of the two things it's crossing over.
Yeah.
It does feel like meeting in the middle, which is interesting to see. Except for maybe Pentiment on my side is kind of an outlier.
Someone needs to make this. I'm sure we would have a lot.
Yeah, we could each add 1,000 other games that are, you know, just our own sicko ones, and that it would probably round out those individual lists a little more, but
also confound the data a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Oh, Rusty's retirement.
Photoshop Leo. Oh yeah.
Jeff,
would you like?
You hate it. Oh, you've got such a problem with it.
I have not played it, but that looks like a game I'd like. Is there?
Do you like idle games? Yeah, it's an idle.
It's an idle game.
Yeah, no, I would like it.
We were this close.
That would have been really good.
Thanks everybody for watching this week's New Show Plus. We will have it up for a potential episode 2 for Backstage Pass patrons to vote on next week. We talked about potentially doing it with cohorts who aren't here, like doing it just like we know what they like generally. But from this conversation, it kind of feels like it's really hard to tell what games even we like.
Yeah.
What games even we have all tried and have crossover on. So maybe it'll have to be a new crew with a new set of crossovers, which will be fun. Or it will be something totally different. The power's in your hands. Thanks, Janet, and thanks, Jeffem.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks for running the tech and everything.
Absolutely. I think no matter what, we can all agree we love gaming.
We do. Now we're all going to clap and our mics aren't going to pick it up.
Great. Well, I can edit that in. I'll make a note to edit in some claps.
Yeah, put an applause.
Every week, we let Patreon supporters choose which new show we create with New Show Plus. Should we create another episode of the show you just watched? Check out the biggest new game release? Get into Sea of Thieves? Create an exercise show? It is your call. So thanks to everybody who subscribes on YouTube or supports us over on Patreon. MinnMax exists because of you. As always, if you enjoy MinnMax content, any help telling a friend is appreciated.